Well, we're back. Welcome, everybody, to another episode of In This Very Ring, right here on A2D Radio. What is so funny down there?
That was just such a great way to bring us. Like, oh, well, hey, we're back. What's up, guys? Welcome to the fucking show.
Oh, why not?
It's not like,
right? We're back. I'm Ritz, joined by my tag team partner, Butters. And we've got joining us from Lazy Booking and the Hockey Happy Hour, the one, the only, the GOAT himself, Mr. Matty Sensuti.
What is up?
What's going on, Matty? In This Very Ring is brought to you by our doc, Dr. Paul Vidal at Specialized Physical Therapy, LLC. Check him out on the web at specializedphysicaltherapy.com or his 3 locations at Burlington, Cherry Hill, and Princeton, New Jersey. They're our doc. Make them yours. And the gutter guys at Ambuck Services. Give a call at 856-879-5530. As we get into the wintertime, you're going to need your gutters cleaned. You're going to need your deck checked out. Michael Ambrose and his team are the guys to call. QB54 brings us our poll question, and the reason why we're all here tonight, they're the best tailgating game on the market right now. Check them out at playqb54.com. Use the code A2D and you get 20% off. Half the titles will change hands tomorrow night at Clash of Champions Gold Rush. We already got Jake Friel from On the Road to Victory chiming in, saying, "What's up, boys? I'm going to have to disagree to the poll." And the godfather of A2D himself, Mr. Tom Arno. What's up, Tom? All right, boys. As always, we throw to our guest, Matt. Are half the titles going to change hands tomorrow?
I am going to say no. I think there will be title changes, but I don't think it'll be half of them.
Okay. Give me a little bit more.
Oh, okay then. I think that there's a high probability that you could see a tag title change. I think there's a high probability you can see the Intercontinental title wind up on somebody else's shoulder. The undisputed Intercontinental title now, because it was in dispute this entire fucking existence. But, and there's a few other championships that have a slight chance of changing hands, but then there's also a few that don't. Like, I don't think the Smackdown Women's title changes hands. I don't think that...
You're out your rabbit-ass mind.
I still think they're probably trying to sow that seeds of Bayley and Sasha to that inevitable matchup for the title. I think that that's just going to happen. Not that I want it, because I would rather see Sasha be the heel, but that's just my personal opinion. But
you're a few years too late.
Yeah, unfortunately, so is WWE. But along with that, WWE Universal title, that won't not change hands. I think that's almost a guarantee that one will not. Yeah, that's pretty much that. For the WWE title, though, there's a possibility that could. I can totally see them going with Orton. It's not out of the realm of possibilities that they put the belt on him.
All right. Butters?
I got to agree with the poll, though. I mean, I can see about half them titles, if not more, changing hands. I mean, you look at this card, I can see, like Matty said, I can see a tag title change, 1 or 2. It don't have to be all 3 of them, but 1 or 2. I can see one of the WWE titles changing hands, one of the heavyweight titles. Let's just make that clear so you don't have to bust my balls on that one. Probably more than likely, Randy Drew. I mean, ambulance match makes, Drew still look good, doesn't have to take that pinfall. I still think Bayley Sasha's going to, Bayley Nikki, I think that title's going to change hands. Why not? I mean, there's just, I see about 4 or 5 of those titles changing hands big time. The only downside is knowing WWE, none of them could change hands for all we know. They could pull another, Clash. I don't think it's happened on a Champions card, but, It's happened many a pay-per-view where no titles change hands, and they could just pull that swerve and say, screw it. Nothing tonight. But like I said, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I just said I'm just going to agree with the poll right there. I mean, looking at it all, I honestly believe at least half that card's going to change hands.
Yeah, see, I got to agree with the poll myself. Before we get into it, we got some comments flying in here. Greg Malakovic, what's up, fellas? UFC and boxing pay-per-views tonight and WWE pay-per-view tomorrow. Let's go. Joey DiBardino, Butters is the man. Greg
Damn
adding,
right.
I agree with the poll. Some titles will change, but I don't see that number getting to half of them. Tom's excited for you two.
Hey.
And I'm the afterthought. God, I love it.
On your own show.
Right? Malakovic says DiBardino's comment is the smartest thing he's ever said. That's, well, disagree talk out Your co-host, Mr. Sinsudi, over on the Hockey Happy Hour, Brian Daly, chiming in. What's up, fellas?
What's up, Brian?
What up?
Malakovic saying Street Profits are winning, so stop that talk. We want the smoke. Also, fire the no red solo cup emojis. I agree. And Rosca saying, what's up, boys? Randy Orton should be WWE champion at Payback. Wrong show, David. And Daly sees 2 titles changing hands. All right, so let's see. I have to agree with the poll question. And we're going to get more into it tonight when we really sit down and do our predictions, right, for Clash of Champions Gold Rush. But having so many titles on the line, obviously, all of them. And when you look at this card and you say, okay, I can see this person winning. I can see this person winning because WWE. I can see these people winning because WWE. This person's obviously going to win, right? And then I think these people are going to win. I got 5 right now where titles change hands. 5 out of 9. That's half, right? I think when you really sit down and think about it, a lot more titles than people want to accept are going to change hands.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't mind it though, to be honest with you. I would rather it'd be exciting to see the belts change hands on a show where it's like, okay, titles are on the line, belts are changing hands. Don't get me wrong. Is there a right time to change titles and a wrong time to change titles? Yes. But when those belts are not in significant programs, you can get away with it. And you can say, you know what? Let's change those belts. We can always put them right back. They're not in a major program right now. And then you can have fun with it if you want to do that. Just for the shit of saying, hey, it was an exciting pay-per-view. We had these many title changes, and you have the logic ones retained.
Thanks, Daly. Thanks for chiming in. Enjoy the game. Ducks still suck.
Damn.
Vespi says, hey, yo, sorry to bother you at work. I don't see many title changes on this card. And Maddie, again, I got to disagree with you guys. In the sense of, I really think people are going to be surprised with what they see tomorrow night. I think more factors are going to play into it because the draft is coming up. The draft is coming in October.
Mm.
And so WWE is going to do this as a chance to get us away from certain people so they can move certain people around. Right? Get ready for people to come back. Get ready for little things here and there. Okay? But before we get to Clash of Champions, how do we get there? How did this week in WWE get us to Clash of Champions?
With a whole lot of Bane masks.
Well,
Oh. Well played.
God. God help us all. Okay. As you saw on Tuesday's Lazy Booking, nobody really liked Raw this week.
I wonder why.
So, gentlemen, I gave my thoughts on how bad Raw sucked. Here, let me put it in perspective for you guys. A little behind the scenes. We had talked, me and Chrome and Pete, we all kind of talked, and we said that Lazy Booking was only going to run about an hour. There wasn't a whole lot to cover, but we wanted to get a show out there, right? We went on, and we were only really going to talk about Raw and Retribution more specifically. We went 2 hours and 15 minutes.
Isn't that always the way?
And we talked about not only Retribution, but Rey Mysterio. And we talked about, what was the other thing? There was one more thing we talked about, but it was like we talked about 3 segments of the show for 2 hours.
It sounds about right. I mean, when stuff's this bad,
Ted definitely not half. Don't be preposterous. Well, Ted, I live in a world of crazy, crazy things. Look who I do shows with. What the fuck was that?
Hello.
You wanted crazy. He brought you crazy. Don't get mad just because he brought it to you.
Next
I
thing
can
you
bring
know,
the crazy.
hit us for copyright. Look, there are certain things in this world that you just don't do. You don't fuck with the mouse. Because the mouse will fuck you.
I mean, he did blow up Fievel and Family Guy, so I mean,
They own everybody.
Why do you think he wears gloves? Just to conceal his identity.
No!
yes.
My childhood.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
So, gentlemen, not anymore. Not anymore.
Oh boy, you tuned into the wrong show. I'll give you here's a pro tip. If I'm on the show, it is not going to be family. It is gone TVMA immediately. Because I don't give a shit what I say.
Brock Lesnar, I don't give a damn about your kids.
Yeah, I don't give a Actually, one of the viewers on Hockey Happy Hour said, "Oh, great going, Matt. Now I gotta tell my 4-year-old what a dumbass is." Actual comment on the show.
We got Anthony chiming in saying, "Hey guys."
What's
We
up,
got
Anthony?
Prism chiming in. I guess this is a hockey player. I don't know.
Take Lafreniere. Yeah, Lafreniere is the #1 overall draft pick this year.
Okay.
So that was funny to me. Like,
Yeah, Prism, I don't know. I have no clue what you're talking about. And no Stanley Cup final spoilers in this chat. Joey DiMartino.
What? I can't tell you that one team that wins.
No, you can't because Maddie's not watching the game. He's doing the show with us.
It's the team on skates.
Oh, sorry, Maddie. I didn't want to tell you that the Phillies win.
Oh, okay. Well, that's all right. It could have been worse.
That's baseball.
Oh, sorry. The Flyers in.
I actually thought he was joking
Wait,
there, and I actually got tricked by that. Well played, Butters. Well played. You tricked me there.
My brain.
I don't even think we're going to get to Clash of Champions at this
We're
point.
not at this
We're only
point.
13 minutes in.
And the show's already gone off the rails.
13 minutes in, we're talking about hockey and baseball on a wrestling show.
And I know actually more baseball than both of you, and that's bad. That's really bad.
I'm in danger.
That's a live look at me right now. But gentlemen, tell me, because like I said, I gave my thoughts on Raw, right? And I was very, very critical about it and how I did not like it. What did you guys think of Raw? Butters, I'm going to start with you.
Okay, I could have done without the mask on Retribution for one. They could have come out in face paint for all I care. I mean, to me, it looked like Mad Max. It's like Mad Max meant demolition. I mean, seriously. Demolition's done and gone, Vince. Be done with it. The Bane mask, it's outdated. That's years ago. Even though it's, 5-6 years? I don't care. It's years ago to me, damn it. Get rid of it. Screw it. You can come out in war paint for all I care. Do something different. I mean, overall, Raw.
I know, Butters. I know what it is. Have them have shoulder pads with spikes on them.
That's too soon, man. That's too soon.
That's something Vince would do.
The sad part is he's true.
The gimmick is still dumb because they're not selling it. Retribution reminded me of Bane wannabes. We got Willie Curring. Willie Curring saying, "Hey, what's up, Willie?"
I mean, hell, even what is it, T-Bone, T-Dog, the leader, whoever the hell he is.
Oh God, I had it written down. I thought it was
T-Bar or Slam or.
It's T-Bar, Mace, Slapjack. Shit. Hold on.
Oh, okay, shit. Okay, he's one of the members.
Shut up.
No, but Slapjack.
So we got a long metal rod, a Jedi Knight, and a weapon. And so, what's the other two's names?
Reckoning.
Okay.
And what's the other chick's name? Hold on. You keep talking. I'm gonna keep looking.
Anyways, Retribution's a hot mess right now, and I think it between the names, the masks, they could have come out in face paint and not have been a lot better. You know, the whole Rey Mysterio, Dominic family, father DNA bullshit. Really? That was years ago. We already know Eddie's his daddy. Come on now. You know, don't. I mean,
Christ.
Uncle Eddie's really poppy.
And then you're gonna try to go and bring the daughter into it. Oh boy, she's not your daughter. Like really, like Ray had that many infidelities. I think his wife would have left his ass by then. That's hella good money to be leaving. Hey,
man, Ray was part of the filthy animals in WCW. We never explained why they were called that. So, yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. Raw just was a hot mess overall. You really didn't do anything other than continue Retribution versus the Hurt Business.
I don't know what the hell her name is. Moving on. I gave up. I tried. I know it's Mercedes Martinez, and we got Anthony Champion, but they gave her a new name, right? And I don't know. Was it Slapjack or Slapnuts?
So
I mean, at this point,
Mysterio is not your. No, duh, David. It's a joke, man. Good Lord, Anthony.
You know what? That's what Raw felt like this week. Snitsky kicking a baby. I mean, that's literally what it felt like this week.
Oh, God, you didn't just say that on the air.
Those were some good times, man. Back in the early days of the Ruthless Aggression era, Snitsky kicking babies.
Good times.
Yeah.
I mean, and then you know, also with Raw, you got two new number one contenders out of it with Zelina Vega and then Andrade and Garza of all people.
Yeah, we talked about that. So what are your thoughts? Right, they couldn't do anything when they were all together, but now when you separate them, they're both going into championship matches this Sunday
after winning number one contender. It's like, wait a minute. So at this point, you're telling me she was a bad manager if they can win on their own without her. That's what it seems like to me. Is that you're saying, oh, she was a bad manager. And yet here she is going, oh, she was a shitty manager, but she's a better wrestler. Now she's number one contender, beating, a former multi-time women's champion. And they're over there taking down Rollins and Murphy after Rollins, leaves Murphy. And then, of course, you're beating the new kid and some rando. Like.
So Humberto's not a rando. I wouldn't call him a rando, right? He's been around for a little bit.
Well, something tells me, I get that, but it's not my point. You paired Dominic with somebody random, which tells me at one point
it's somebody random.
Listen, let me finish my damn sentence, boy. Um,
I don't know who the fuck you talking to like that.
but something tells me that pairing was not supposed to happen. Something tells me they're supposed to. No. Something tells me they wanted to pair him with his daddy, have a tag team match, possibly have them go on, be number one contenders, maybe win the tag titles together. But I think because Mysterio doesn't have a full contract, and I think he's injured right now.
Can I speak now?
No.
Yes, you're good. Yes, go ahead.
So I think it's trying to move Dominic away from his dad slowly but surely in matches because they're going to do this thing with Aaliyah and Buddy Murphy and Ray and all that. And yeah, to Anthony's point, Ray is hurt. There is an injury there. I don't know what the extent of the injury is. But to sit there and say that you're pairing him up with some random like Humberto, it's because they wrestle the same God-blessed way. They're the same person.
Well, that, and I just now remember that I think it's what, Garza and Carrillo or cousins?
Yes. You're killing me.
It just seemed like a random pairing at the time. Because, like I said, that's why I said it. I feel like they were supposed to pair him with his dad, but with dad being injured, you throw Carrillo in there because it makes sense to go against Garza.
Then how's it random?
I'm literally watching Andy's blood pressure just slowly go higher and higher and higher.
What Chrome feels like. How is it? Explain to me, in what world, in what world does it make sense to you that this was a random pairing when you yourself just turned around and said that, oh, it makes sense because he's, Garza's cousin?
Because the light finally clicked on.
Can you do me a favor and I need you to Google oh God help me. I need you to never mind, you're just dumb. You're just dumb. You're just dumb.
I told you the light finally clicked on in the head. I mean,
pay the bill. What did you think of the tag team match there, Maddie?
I mean, I just thought it was weird for the simple fact of, for the point that Butters brought up, it is weird that we're seeing Garza and Andrade getting that opportunity again after we had seen them do it at SummerSlam, failed to do it with Vega.
Oh, I thought you were going to agree with the weird pairing. I was about to agree.
Oh, no.
Man.
No, that isn't a weird pairing. No. It would have been a weird pairing if Ray had been teaming up with freaking Apollo Crews or some shit like that. That would have been really strange then. Or they dusted off like Hoovy and said, hey, Hoovy, you want to work one night with Ray in WWE for no fucking reason? Here you go. Like,
what's up, Raymond?
I mean, I wouldn't put it past them. We're super crazy.
Actually, I wouldn't mind seeing Super Crazy just because he would do a moonsault off the top of the freaking Performance Center. But anyway.
Oh man.
All right, so let's keep this train rolling here.
What about?
I'm scared to ask another question.
What about the Raw Underground?
Oh,
what's your thought?
Where that big son bitch got knocked the fuck out real quick?
Yeah, Abu Dhabi got his first loss.
Abu Dhabi.
Gadaba Kato, I think is what it is, but
No, wait. Hold on. Ryan, I hope to God you're still here because about 10 minutes ago, Butters thought that the Phillies were a hockey team.
It walk into the bullpen and be like, hey, where's my skates?
You would like to extend you an official offer to become a member of the Phillies bullpen in 2021. It can't possibly get much worse. Now, what that means is he wants you to pitch.
Hey, I might could throw a couple fastballs and be done with.
Right. Ryan's in. Ryan's playing.
Hey, man, I don't know that much sports, especially Philly sports.
But hold on, you know what's sad is he was so confident and he was so like excited that he said the right thing, and he's like, "Yeah, the Phillies." And I looked at him and I went, "Wait, what?"
See,
He goes, "It's a baseball team." He goes, "Oh, liars."
And then the funny part is that I thought he was joking, so I actually took him seriously for a second, and then I'm like, "Oh no, he wasn't joking."
Hey, man, at least I know. At least I know the Eagles are a football team and not a hockey team. Okay.
Oh, thank Christ.
Okay, quick fire round. Seahawks.
Football.
Come on. There you go. Pacers.
Basketball.
Good. Lightning.
Football.
Hockey. Gotcha.
Oh, Lord.
We're going to do this every week. Oh, my God. So I don't know if anybody watches Inside the NBA, but Butters is our Charles Barkley. Instead of who he played for, what sport they play. Oh, my God. Ryan, I need graphics. Get Frank.
That's a terrible idea. Everyone.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
You know what's sad is? This is going to happen. It's going to happen next week on this show. Ryan's going to figure out a way to make it happen.
Oh, my God.
He might be in this stream in a minute. Who knows? He'll come in with flashcards.
Oh, my God.
Just see somebody off to the side of Butters be like, no, lightning, hockey, and they're just throwing a stick and a puck. It's like, this is what they are.
Next week. Tom's loving it. Tom's loving it. All right, back to why we're all here. Holy shit.
Oh, we weren't here for that? Oh, okay.
I mean, yeah.
Fuck.
Big time clusterfuck. I mean,
before you get to Raw Underground, you can't even talk about Raw Underground without talking about the KO show that had two storylines happening at the same time, awkwardly.
I guess I missed that.
So in the KO show, like I can't even fathom that it happened. In the KO show, KO has Shane McMahon come out, and we just kind of like, there's still beef between us, but there's not beef, but there's beef, right? And they bring out that big son of a bitch,
Abu Dhabi,
Mahatma Gandhi, whatever the hell his name is.
Mahatma Gandhi.
Hey, boo boo.
They bring his ass out. Dabakato, there it is, Dabakato. They bring him out, and he says like 7 words or something like that. Or whatever, and Owens goes, "I didn't forget what you did to me a few weeks ago," and slaps the shit out of him. And oh, wait, you have a match later tonight. Save it for later tonight. And then out comes Braun because he's Shane's second guest, right? And Shane's trying to keep Daba and Braun from tearing each other apart. And somewhere in this clusterfuck of a mess you call a segment, Aleister Black sweeps the legs out from under Kevin Owens and pulls him dick first into the ring post 3 times. It's like, wha-bam, wha-bam, wha-bam. It's like, what's happening here? All the while, you're watching Aleister.
Is that what you tell yourself at night in bed?
No, we're not talking about that.
I mean, we were talking about everything else but wrestling at that point. So.
You're watching Aleister attack Kevin Owens, and you still hear Shane holding a microphone in his hand. There's still a goddamn ring. Save it for later. Save it for later. We're not doing this now. It's like, oh my God, who shot this? Butters has been hanging out with Kendall Jenner after Devin Booker. By the way, stay super crazy. If the Phillies bullpen had a wrestling name, it'd be Super Skinny. Retribution is not going to go anywhere after Survivor Series.
That's if they make it to Survivor Series.
Right? Jeff Hardy can retain in a crazy ladder match, and Tom's still dying.
Hey, if Retribution winds up being a total bomb at the end of the day, they'll have something in common with the Nexus. Get the shovel and start the burial process. We're getting this one off and running.
But it was so bad.
Wait. I got it. They're going to have Tom Hardy come out there.
Oh, there it is. He's the leader.
All right. Let's bring it back. Right, we had a blast.
At WrestleMania. But anyway. Okay.
Right, but so that takes us into Raw Underground late. Like that's our big promotion for it. And I mean, it's so bad back there.
I don't know how they keep this segment going with Raw Underground each week. Like, I get it. You want to try to be UFC style with wrestling, and it just, I don't know. It doesn't pique my interest. Exactly, Maddie.
Oh, it gets better. Wait.
But wait, there's more.
Shane tries to interview Braun. Braun yells at him. So what does Shane do? Shane gives this girl with like white dreadlock hair named Brianna Brady to ask Braun about the upcoming fight. If you've ever seen like an animal looking at a predator going, I'm going to die. That's what is looking at Braun like, he's going to kill him. And she goes, Braun, what do you think about the upcoming fight? And Braun goes, I already told Shane last week I'm going to knock the teeth out of his little babies and send him home. What? Okay, sure. So skip a whole bunch of segments, and we're watching Riddick Moss on Eric of the Viking Raiders. Oh no! Wait.
We need to put a live stick in front of Braun Strowman all the time now, just for shit like that.
So after this bullshit of a Riddick Moss Eric fight. Right, Brianna Brady, the chick from earlier, attempts to interview Tommacato, and he just stares at her like she's dinner. So Shane takes the mic from him, and Dabo starts talking to Shane, saying, "Dabo, talk is cheap, and tonight we'll find out what he's all about." I'm going to repeat that for those of you that aren't paying attention. Talk is cheap. We're going to find out what I'm all about tonight. Okay, so now time for the big fight. They start throwing jabs. It quickly ascends into a grappling match, and Kato gets some body blows. Braun takes Daba down, takes his back, but Daba rolls off the mat to break free. He punches Braun. They get back down on the mat. Strowman connects with a jab, then a haymaker, and it's rest in peace, Daba Kato. It's over. It's a wrap. Night. Bye. First round knockout. Oh, yeah, you got a lot of things.
So we found out that Badakato, he basically is made of glass. That's what we found out, because that jaw was not ready for it.
Braun edition of Underground is awesome from Eagles fan 85.
I mean, he's not really lying there. I mean, Braun is a good addition to Raw Underground. But, I mean, it gives Braun something to do being out of the title picture right now.
And it kind of gets him away from this Bray Wyatt thing that kind of ran its course, with Bray focusing on Alexa.
Yep.
And he's really able to just go out there and destroy people.
Yeah, he can be the monster that he is.
We buried Dabba-Kato. Like, Dabba-Kato took the long night under the lights. The long night under the lights.
Like, that, man, you have Dabba-Kato, you know, what has it been, like 3-4 weeks since they've done Raw Underground, and then all of a sudden you're just like, bye, Dabba. Back to NXT you go.
Who got knocked out faster, Dabba-Kato or Billy Kay?
I think I still have to say Billy Kay.
It was a joke. Shut up, jackass.
Actually, I would say go back to Evolve, but they're not around anymore.
Above who?
That thing WWE bought.
Oh, them. And then, so now let's talk about Retribution versus the Hurt Business.
Oh boy.
The Pinocchio version of Butters is super excited.
No.
I want to be a real boy.
I'm not. No, we're not touching any of that.
But no, oh man, you just stop. Just stop with the whole T-bar, mace, slapjack.
That took me out of it the moment I heard slapjack. I was like, what the fuck? Like, really? I mean, it was already getting bad, but then when you put slap and then jack together, I was like, yep, that's it. Like, I can't take this seriously.
I didn't mind T-bar. I didn't mind mace, right? Like,
who gave what's his name a paper plate to make his mask out of?
That's where they pulled him from. They pulled him from catering. That's what his chicken marsala was sitting on.
Like you gave everybody else an interesting mask, and you gave him a paper fucking plate.
They saw him in catering. They said, "Hey, you want to be a member of Retribution? Congrats! You have 5 minutes to make a mask." And he just saw a paper plate. He said, "That's it. I'll make a mask out of this."
But what's worse, the names or the fact that the Hurt Business is playing the swing position all night long? Are you a baby face? Are you a heel? Hey, we're a baby face when it comes to Retribution, but don't forget, we've still got beef with Apollo Crews over here. What?
Hey, again, it brings up the fact, two storylines at once.
That's why you don't fuck with the mouse.
Well, you tell WWE that. They didn't listen.
It all comes full circle.
But no, this brings up your fact of, yet again, we have two storylines going on at once.
I get it, right? We've got limited amount of people that you can utilize, but and
then at this point you've got Bobby Lashley with the U.S. title, which I think is why you have Apollo Crews going back for that U.S. title. But at this point, you might as well take that title off of Bobby so that the Hurt business can focus on. So the Hurt Business can focus on Retribution, because again, to me that feels like they're just doing that slow build up to that Survivor Series tag style match eventually between Hurt Business and Retribution, and then you can have Hurt Business go into that full blown, kind of go after the championship gold. But it just how many DQs did we have tonight? Honestly,
one.
I think it was 3.
2. Hold on, I'm counting. Shut up. 1, 2.
Absolute silence when Andy is counting.
3. Yes, 3.
Too many for one night. Too many.
Oh, I don't disagree. And Anthony says, I want to see Otis win a title. They're either going to do something genius with this Otis storyline, which we're going to talk about here in just a moment, or they're really going to fuck it up.
I'm going to go with option 2.
Hey,
that really should be the poll question. Are they going to fuck this Otis title change up?
It might be next week now. So then. Although I really do like to go back to and see, I already talked about Raw, so I'm just picking and choosing things we didn't really talk about. We're about to jump to NXT, but Kevin Owens on the KO show refers to Aleister Black as Captain Hot Topic. He goes, last week I was attacked by Captain Hot Topic. I cried.
That was a great burn.
That is good. That I can.
You know what I pictured at that moment? I just pictured Aleister Black coming out wearing like those old like early 2000s goth like mesh shirts and trip pants and freaking just walking out to the ring with like eyeliner around his eyes going all the way to the back of his head or some shit like that. I'm like, yep, I could totally see Aleister Black doing that and calling him Captain Hot Topic. Something WCW would have done with him.
Maybe wear some Jean Coat jeans as his ring gear.
Don't put that out in the universe. Don't you dare put that out in the universe, you bastard.
It's better than a fake eye patch.
Right? Especially since we got two people right. Hey, especially since we got two people right now with fake eye patches. Him and Ray.
Oh my god. Thank God Moxley stopped doing that. We would have had 3.
God. And on that note, boys and girls, time to jump this ship.
There was an ad that started playing on my other screen, and I thought it was coming from y'all. Y'all are about to get yelled at. I was like, what the hell is happening here?
Now you gotta yell at yourself.
All my volumes are turned off, thankfully.
Well, no, it was playing through my headset, and it's like talking about, hanging out with his daughter and looking for someone to come clean the house. I'm like, what the hell's happening here? What are you guys watching?
What are you watching?
That's ad, by the way. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, it was an ad for Thumbtack. That app.
I don't even know what that app is used for. So
I really don't want to know what that ad is used for now.
It's where you find people that do specialties like cleaning houses.
Oh, I bet they do specialties, all right.
Shut up. But cleaning houses, painting, different things like that. It's just an app where you find people that give different services. Shut up.
Wait, what was that?
All right, so number 1 contender. Raw sucked. Let's just get in agreement. Raw was absolutely horrible.
Trash.
Mm-hmm.
But NXT.
WWE.
NXT was really good.
This shows you why Triple H and Shawn Michaels needs to take over.
It opens up with the number 1 contender battle royal for the women's championship. Candice LeRae attacked Tegan Nox's knee with a steel pipe, presumably taking her out of the battle royal.
And possibly out for another. If the rumors are true, possibly out for a while because they think she tore her ACL again.
That sucks.
You're talking about someone having a glass bone in their body.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're waiting on tests, but they think she might have tore her ACL again.
Damn it! Right when they were rocket strapping too. Damn it.
Yep.
So LeRae and Ripley get their own entrances for the match. Raquel Gonzalez is staring daggers into Ripley. There's a lot more people in this match than originally announced. There were people like Brandi Lauren, who, if you're not following her on Instagram, do it now. Do it right now.
Does that follow with a "you're welcome" at the end?
Greg, where are you? Follow her. So Raquel, Rhea makes the first elimination. Raquel gets another person. Rhea hits another one out. Rhea Ripley eliminates Marina Shafir. Gonzalez eliminates some other chick. Gonzalez eliminates a third person. Fourth person. She now has the most eliminations in the match. Ripley eliminates some other rando. Gonzalez hits Catalina with a big boot to the face, eliminating her from the match. Aaliyah shoves Casey Catanzaro out to the ring, but this is the first of Casey Catanzaro's Kofi Kingston moments, where she lands on her feet with the feet not touching the floor, does a handstand and places her feet back in the ring, saving herself from elimination. Coming back, she's using now the guardrail and the plexiglass to save herself from elimination. Andy Hartwell's trying to eliminate Caden Carter. Raquel Gonzalez is using the distraction to eliminate Carter. Carter puts Catanzaro on her back and carries her back to the ring. Ripley and Raquel brawl. Raquel picks up Ripley. Ripley pulls Gonzalez over the top rope. Both women are then eliminated. Indy Hartwell tries to eliminate Catanzaro again. Catanzaro pulls Indy out of the ring. Dakota Kai pins Catanzaro in the corner, and Kai hits her with a face wash kick, eliminating her. The field of competitors shrunk to 3. Dakota Kai, Candice LeRae, Shotzi Blackheart. Kai runs at Blackheart to hit the face wash kick on her. Shotzi ducks and eliminates her, making it down to the final 2. Shotzi takes Candice down with a reverse sling blade, tries to dip LeRae over the top rope. LeRae holds on. Black hits her with a step-up enziguri. Black goes for the senton, but Candice dodges it with a neck breaker. Candice tries to eliminate Blackheart, but she holds on. Goes to the top rope. Candice follows. They end up on the steel steps. Both end up out on the steel steps. The brawl on the steel steps. Shotzi goes down. Can't try to push Candice off. Candice hits Shotzi with a monkey flip and wins the match.
I was kind of really hoping for Shotzi to get that shot.
It would have been nice for Shotzi to get that shot.
Like I said, I would have preferred it, but I feel like maybe now with, maybe Candice will get it, and because Gargano's number 1 contender, the North American right now, or
yes.
So maybe both of them will end up with the titles, and husband wife, gloating about the titles, maybe.
Maybe, very possible.
Yep. I mean, why not? Give them something to really do.
What the hell? Is it me or is it me that Bayley doesn't seem thrilled to be in WWE anymore? I think she's saying she looks tired. Thoughts, gentlemen?
I mean, I'd be tired too if I was back and forth, Monday on Raw, SmackDown, Raw, withholding both, tag titles and the women's title, multiple pay-per-views. I mean, I'd be tired too with no time off, unlike, Sammy or some of the others. But, I mean, it's kind of what happens when you're champion, especially when you're champion this long.
Oh, hey, look, it's the Chrome. Hey, fellas, on a Zoom call with some family around the country, but wanted to pop in, show some love, have a great show. We love you, Chrome.
What up?
I'll see you on Tuesday.
But yeah, I mean, I could understand her being tired. I get it. I don't think she gets much time off. But that's the thing about Bayley though. She's one of those hard workers. She's not gonna, she's the John Cena of the female division in a sense. Not saying she's full blown, but she's got that worth ethic. Ugh.
Go ahead. I was gonna say,
Chrome giving us this whole story.
I would say, for me with Bayley, I think it's just one of those things where the storyline, you'd be tired too if you were building up a storyline for 5 years and you finally are deciding to pull through with it. Sorry, had to do the dig. It needed to happen.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. But back to NXT. Let's keep this train rolling a little bit here.
I want to talk about this whole number 1 contenders title match for the NXT titles. The way they set this up, you two are going to it's.
Do I need to get comfortable? Is this going to be a minute?
No, I figured we discuss it because it's hilarious to me to have 4 teams, 1 person from each team up with one of their opponents. Winner gets to face each other the following week.
Michael Westromiak. Hold on. No, I'm going to do something here.
Michael, go right ahead.
Michael was born in Philadelphia and resided in New Jersey his whole life. He's an Aries and he enjoys long walks on the beach, traveling, and trolling Andy.
Please tell me that's a profile you have somewhere, Chrome. Please tell me.
Just copy paste.
Please, man. And please tell me if you get a response. If you get a response, oh God, we have to go further into that. We absolutely have to.
Oh my god.
Copy and paste talk. Copy and paste talk. All right, so continue, Butters. The floor is yours.
Well, as I explained,
We
you
weren't
know,
paid attention.
of course, but them having to someone from each team will pick, a competitor for the match. Winners will face each, other to determine the number one contenders. I'm like, even I'm fucking confused. Like 4 teams, only one person from each team is teaming up to face another team, and the winner will end up teaming up with their partner again the following week to face the other winner, and one of those winners gets to face the tag team champions for the gold.
So don't get me wrong. It did take me a minute. It legitimately took me a minute to figure out how, because I didn't watch that part live. I caught it on Twitter, and so I was like, "Wait, what the fuck?"
That right there.
But then I said, "You know what? Wait a minute, though. This is smart. This is really smart, right? You take all these teams and you split them up, right? And so A and B are going to team up, right? They're going to fight C and D. If A and B win, then next week it's A versus B for the shot at the tag titles. That makes sense, right? Because now that gives these guys a reason to coexist.
Yeah.
That gives these guys a reason to, like you saw with Danny Burch and Roderick Strong, they were coexisting and they looked really good together. And now next week, though, it's going to be Burch and Lorcan versus Undisputed Era. Like, it's really good. It's really good.
The idea at first was just like so, like you said, so
cool.
Beast Chrome.
Like you said, the idea at first trying to grasp the concept was confusing as hell. But once you understood the concept,
you're dumb.
Tomato. Dumb A, who knows?
Dumb A. Sorry, that one just didn't make any sense.
Dumb ends with the letter B, so I figured, dumb A, end with an A.
Okay.
Hey!
I'll give you it. Whoa. Gee, what happened? Okay, we lost that.
No, I took him out.
Oh, you put him in timeout.
Are you done?
Oh my god, I'm done, Slapnuts.
Golly.
But still, I get it. It's better. It's better than having a tag team tournament between 4 competitors.
Yeah. No, absolutely. This was different. It was unique. It was a nice little spin on things.
Yeah. And that's what I like about NXT. They're coming up with so many different new match ideas, so many different, takes on other matches. Whether you take one concept, you take a concept of one match, kind of tweak it just a little bit and add something from a different match. And, and that's why I like NXT so much. It's always something different, always something new, innovative. And the talent on there is freaking great. They're, practically free to do what they want within the realm of, Triple H and Shawn Michaels telling them, hey, do it, go out there and have fun.
Yeah. For sure.
Not Vince going, shut that shit down. I don't want to see that match anymore. Stop it. Stop it.
Are you okay?
I am fine and loving life. Woo! I don't know.
Okie dokie then. The gauntlet match. Kyle O'Reilly, Kushida, Cameron Grimes, Bronson Reed, and Timothy Thatcher. We're told that every 4 minutes a new competitor will enter the match. The only way to eliminate someone is via pinfall or submission. O'Reilly and Kushida trade submission attempts. Kushida forcing O'Reilly's arm, focusing on O'Reilly's arm. O'Reilly on the legs. Duh. Right. Bronson Reed is the next person in. Yoda, 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 Scooby-Doo.
I thought you were saying Yoda.
Yes, Yoda. Velveteen Dream comes in and hits Kushida with a Dream Valley driver.
Almost said a Death Valley driver, huh?
I did. I almost said that. Reed down Kushida, hits him with a tsunami splash, pinning him and eliminating him. At the same time that Timothy Thatcher enters the match. And then
There was another ad.
Makes his way to the ring. I'm looking for the next elimination. O'Reilly hits a diving knee on the top rope on the Bronson Reed, pins him for the elimination. O'Reilly and Thatcher are trading shots. Grimes runs in. A little bit more of that, a little bit more of that.
I do like
Thatcher get eliminated.
Right before Cameron Grimes, I do believe.
Yes, he does. O'Reilly rolls Thatcher up twice, getting elimination in the second pinfall attempt.
I do like. Go ahead.
O'Reilly ends up winning the match.
I do like how O'Reilly starts it out and just, throughout that whole match, just starts it, finishes it, done. I really can't wait to see this match between O'Reilly and Balor.
I think it's going to be fantastic. Next week, they're already advertising O'Reilly and Balor are going to have a face-to-face with Shawn Michaels in the ring.
Oh, this ought to be real good.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting.
I don't see it happening, but it would be kind of nice to see O'Reilly take the title off of Balor.
But see, that's the thing. I think it will.
Are we now? And then here's the other thing: are we going to have that? If that happens, are we going to have that Adam Cole / Triple H evolution? O'Reilly's out kind of thing going on.
Yeah.
If it happens,
So.
But I really wouldn't mind seeing O'Reilly take the title.
I think O'Reilly takes it. If anybody else wins this match, I say no. I say no, there's no way they take the title.
Mm-hmm.
But O'Reilly is somebody that I could see winning this match. Not saying Finn's a transitional champion, not taking anything away from Finn. But having O'Reilly as champion is something that's super exciting. It's super entertaining. It leads to so much more than I think Balor does as a whole.
Yeah. And Balor was just kind of, and we all know Balor was just in place for Karrion Kross.
Correct.
And we may not have gotten O'Reilly getting the title shot if Karrion Kross, would have kept the title. All this could have happened the same, but but with Karrion out, it changed up so many plans that now them going with this, hey, why not?
Absolutely.
Give O'Reilly that shot, see what he can do.
Maddie, what do you think?
I think that it would be intriguing to roll with that. It's not, it's interesting when you take somebody who's been particularly dominantly in a tag team and you take them out of that tag team role and you let them try to sink or swim on their own as a singles competitor.
But keep going. Keep going.
No, but it's not completely unheard of because, little known fact about O'Reilly, he was an ROH World Champion too. So, he has had history of being a singles competitor. As a matter of fact, he had a match with Adam Cole at Wrestle Kingdom one year for the ROH World title. So, it's not unheard of for him to be a singles competitor. It would be interesting to see them roll with it, and it would bring him instant legitimacy because he would have a singles victory over Balor.
Did we lose Maddie?
Singles victory over Balor. That would be a huge win. And it would be big for him to carry that title.
What the hell just happened right there?
Did my thing cut out?
Yeah, you paused.
But then it didn't seem like you said singles victory over Balor. It froze. And then you came back with singles victory over Balor. It's like we went back in damn time. Like you were frozen in one moment.
One of my other talents, I can break the space-time continuum. But I would say,
well, if you can do that, we have a different conversation we're about to have.
there are limitations. I can't send you back to. I can't have you make a few different choices. But no,
Look at this crumb chiming in. Chase Crampton. Move on. It's not going to happen. What's not going to happen? O'Reilly beating Balor?
It is highly possible.
It's not unheard of. It's not unheard of to try and roll with O'Reilly as a singles competitor. Others have done it and they succeeded. So
don't cramp our style, Crampton.
Plus, also, we have to think about, even though they have been doing the Undisputed Era for a while, at some point you got to think, okay, when are they going to change it? When are they going to break them up? Because you know it'll come at some point. I think they want to get everybody into that mode of, okay, who can we make a single star out of? And who's not going to be a single star? You know, I think they're really trying to figure that out, and I think this would be a great chance for O'Reilly. Like I said, beat Balor, instant legitimacy. He's got a championship, and now he can move forward with it. I think it would be a great chance for him to see if he can prove it.
O'Reilly. Jay says that we're talking. He says, yeah, it's not going to happen. Balor is not going to drop the title.
We will see. We will see.
It is very interesting.
Now, here's something I want to discuss.
Sure.
How about this promo? This promo for this returning NXT star. Did any of y'all watch that one?
So I saw it after the fact. I didn't watch it in its full entirety. Who do you think it is?
You know, I'm not sure because it could be a guy, it could be a woman. I mean, the way they kept everything so closed up, so, you know, and then, of course, the voice being, you know, digitalized, using both male and female voices for that promo. But I'm hoping maybe Bobby Roode.
That would be so good. But you got to bring him back as the glorious one, or I'm out.
You know, but it seems like everybody's on the same page. Like the whole IWC, it seems like they're all certain it's got to be Bo Dallas.
That would no.
Because some of the words talking about I bled for this show, I did this, I helped try to build this up, and now I'm back to take back what's mine or something like that in the promo. But it's everybody's just like 90% of the people are just so certain it's Bo Dallas. They're like, oh, or it could be Paige, or it could be. I'm like, it's not going to be Paige unless she somehow magically got cleared to wrestle again. But like I said, they're all certain it's Bo Dallas. But I'm hoping for the glorious one. I can't.
It's gonna be the glorious one, man.
I can't wait for his return. Period. Whether it be Raw, SmackDown, NXT, I don't care. Give me the glorious one. Make it glorious again.
Maddie?
I wasn't really, as I thought about who it could have been, I was thinking of, okay, who's been an NXT champion, who's been an NXT women's champion, and who would be logical to be here and who would not be logical to be here. As I went down the list, I realized, there's not that many candidates as I thought they were, because several women are now currently on Raw and SmackDown and are doing big things, so they're not going to go to NXT. And the same thing with some of the guys who've been NXT champion. So, when you're talking about Bobby Roode, it makes sense because they haven't done anything with him in freaking forever. They've had plenty of time to get the stink off of whatever the fuck they were doing with him for when he was doing the tag team shit with Gable, or I'm sorry, Shorty G. And
it's Chad Gable.
The glorious G.
Yeah. Oh my god, they reunited. Oh, there we go. We just gave Vince an idea. Yep, Andy put himself in timeout. There we go.
Come back, Andy. Come back, Andy.
We just
Come
gave
back.
Vince a gold mine opportunity right there. It's going to happen. It's going to be the glorious G's. That's what's going to happen, folks.
I swear to God, if that's what happens. Oh, my God. Oh.
It's so dumb, and yet it is so possible because it's Vince. It's just, you know it. But getting back to Bobby, it would make sense if it is Bobby Roode, because again, they've had plenty of time for them to get that stank off of him and a chance for him to actually go to a place where he was utilized properly. And, I think it would do him wonders. It did wonders for Balor. I think it would be great if you brought the Glorious One back and you made him arrogant, stuck up again, and just, superior to everybody else.
Or what about, maybe Joe, if Joe can wrestle again.
I don't know. I don't know if they would remove him from the commentary table.
He hasn't been on the last couple of weeks.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. I forget that Joe disappeared after that.
And then, there are other people saying, questioning why does it have to be someone who's, been a champion? What about people that haven't been a champion? Somebody who doesn't, who wasn't a champion but wants to, that is, blood, sweat, tears, wants to make that happen, wants to come back and get that championship. I can't think of anybody off the top of my head, but, maybe y'all?
So are you saying there's someone who was never a champion
in NXT?
NXT.
Yep.
The problem is that there are several candidates that come to mind are either in other promotions and are probably not coming back to WWE, some ever again. So they're out, automatically. Like, obviously, you could throw Rusev out there, but he's in AEW.
You mean Miro?
Yeah. Rusev 2.0. Yeah. And then, obviously, it won't be Ty Dillinger because he's also in AEW. So, can't have that. So, it's tough because I'm thinking about it and like, a lot of the guys, it's not EC3, we know that for a fact because he's an Impact again. To be fair, I think he needed to go back anyway. So,
Damn.
And not because he was terrible, it's just because WWE didn't know what the fuck to do with him. That's the tough part. Anybody that didn't win a championship or wasn't an NXT champion or that, I can't think of anybody, because they're either all in other promotions and I don't see them leaving.
I just couldn't think of anybody off the top of my head in general. I wasn't even thinking of what, you were saying, Maddie, about how, most of them have already left and gone somewhere else because Vince ain't doing jack squat with them.
Well, we'll find out hopefully soon who it is. But Kevin wants us to talk a little SmackDown. He's got a question. He's curious. What are you guys' thoughts about this whole Intercontinental Championship storyline with Sammy and Jeff? Jeff holding the title, Sammy holding a title, which is not that title that Jeff Hardy's currently holding. Maddie, as the wrestling historian, and don't get me wrong, I am one myself, but this is my show and I get to segue. As the wrestling historian, tell me, what do you think of this? Because there's one thing that stands out in my mind. I want to see if you're there too.
Well, this is this stupid idea of the fake champion, of the fake Intercontinental Champion going up against the real Intercontinental Champion smacks of a ladder match. It just smacks of WrestleMania 10. But the thing is, not nearly as big of a program. Because when it was Michaels and Razor, they hadn't done a ladder match since that one at Wrestling Challenge between Brett and Shawn for the Intercontinental belt a couple years prior. So it was a much bigger deal. This is just something for them to do. They don't. I mean, and when you look at the situation that it is, you're also thinking, really, Sammy being the champ and Jeff being the actual champ, and then you got AJ in there, and it's like, what? You really had nothing better for AJ to do right now? Like, you couldn't think of anything else for him to do. Couldn't think of anything else. But, for me, this whole situation, it's not a big deal, at least in terms of, like, where the belt is at. I think Sammy, at the end of the day, he's probably the one who should benefit the most out of this storyline if he wins. And he should, because he's the one who I think needs the belt. Jeff doesn't really need it. Jeff can take a loss. It's not a big deal. He's past the part where he's a main eventer and shit like that, so he can enhance the talent. Whereas AJ, you can save AJ for better programs. Programs that he should be in, like championship programs that are like main event. And if they go that route, then fine. If they don't go that route, then it's like, why the fuck are we even doing this? It's like, let Sammy get the payoff, let him win, and we can get out of this, in my opinion. So
Chase has it as his match of the night tomorrow.
Yep.
It has the potential. It does have the potential.
Oh, no, I've been saying that all day to people. That's going to be match of the night tomorrow. Period.
What people? You talked to like 7 people, and 2 of them are here.
Okay, that's still people I'm talking to. 5. I'm talking about the other 5, not the 2 here.
4 of them live in your head.
No, just 2.
How do you know? Maybe
your
they're.
Wife and Rob don't count.
Do what?
Your wife and your work wife Rob don't count.
Well, my wife isn't into wrestling.
Details.
And then whatever. But still, it's going to be match of the night quality. It's you got 3 of the, some of the all-time great competitors in a ring. We're not talking Sammy being great in WWE because he's been better in indie promotions or other promotions in general. You got AJ, you got Jeff, it's
So, which one would be Huskus and which one would be Abby? Like, we'll have to get a definition on that.
No. It's not Huskus and Abby. It's it's Toasty, Margarine, butter knife, and
Very well placed.
Spread my love.
That was great. At first, I thought it was our hacker coming back. You're talking about a storyline that just kind of died.
Our first our version of GTV.
No, so Maddie, I don't know if you were around, but like 2 or 3 months ago, there was this. It was right before I went to Vegas. There was this.
I was gonna say, it wasn't 2 or 3 months ago. It's probably about a month ago tops.
But no, it started like 2 or 3 months ago. Every so often, that clip would drop in, and it would say like next week or something. What the hell is this thing?
Crush your parking ticket.
It
just says okay. It says tick ... on my screen.
Hi, Frank.
Okay.
That's totally Frank. I'm just gonna shit on this gimmick now. Hi, Frank. I'm like Tony Schiavone in 2000 at WCW. I'm just gonna shit on everything.
In this very lazy funhouse of booking, God, that was a mouthful. Classic ATD. Yes, Kevin. But no, so like, and we'll get back into like the Hardy and everything like that. But like 2 or 3 months ago, there was these clips would drop in, and then right before I went to Vegas, it said next week, and next week never came.
No, you know what? I was here for that because I think that was the 2-week span that I was with you guys.
Yeah,
Because-
Alfonso interviews.
Yeah, and I remember those. I thought it was Retribution was interrupting, or no, was it Retribution at that time? We were joking about somebody. No,
We were joking.
Retribution.
I think we were joking about the whole Fiend segment at the time, and Ralphie was the one producing at the time too.
Yeah.
That
We're
don't
at
mean
the-
shit. It doesn't matter. No, that just because Ralph was back there, that don't mean a damn thing.
I don't know nothing about how people produce backstage, so
It's fine. You don't want to know.
Oh, I probably don't.
But so, all right.
Ain't that right, Toasty?
You got to make puppets now. You do realize that, right? They're just gonna have to come up like off to the side.
Oh my God! Yes.
Like have a toaster with googly eyes on
Yes.
it, and that'll be Toasty.
Oh my God! Oh, wait. Oh! I already know how this is gonna play out. Nope. This is how. All right. I need a meeting with Frank and Ryan after this. Got it. Cool. Awesome. Not go away.
What is this? A retro?
I love how he's just listening to you. Oh my God! It's
What
like
is
if
this,
you were.
A Retribution in high school?
Yeah. No, you know what I find funny? What I find funny is like, go on. But what I find funny is like, it's like in those comedy movies where you have that one weirdo who's just walking close to everybody in the group, and you just turn around and like, "Will you get the fuck out of here?" And then he just walks away.
All right. So let's ask. Right. I gotta ask before we get to the Alexa thing. What do you guys think of this Miz Morrison Otis storyline?
I swear to freaking God, if they make Otis give up that Money in the Bank contract, you're going to hear my rage for miles. All over the damn world, because it's the stupidest fucking storyline in the world. I'm going to give you a lawsuit. I want your Money in the Bank contract because I'm a weakling that I can't win it on my own.
Yes,
Very eloquently said.
Do what?
Daddy.
Very eloquent. No, I've always. It's weird when they do that gimmick of, if you don't do this, then you're giving up your Money in the Bank contract or whatever. I don't. As long as they do as long as they have something really smart planned for Otis in terms of like making a swerve, but a good swerve. You know what I mean? Like one of those where it's like, oh, I didn't see that coming, but I like it. It's a good move.
If you're not gonna
planning that.
If you're not gonna let Otis cash in the Money in the Bank, then why in the hell did you give it to him? Don't give somebody the Money in the Bank and then try to just take it away. Because
here's the thing. Here's the thing about Otis. I think WWE just kind of stumbled into it, and it started to take on a life of its own when Mandy got involved and the whole, Beauty and the Beast sort of thing playing out for WrestleMania leading into the match against Ziggler. And it just continued to grow to the point where they said, you know what? Fuck it. Let's see how much blood we can get out of this stone. He's winning Money in the Bank through some bullshit means. That's what's happening.
I see. For me, I don't like it, and I see what Chase is saying here. Right, Otis versus Miz for the contract, obviously.
Well, yeah, because they even said this week that Miz is the only one named in the lawsuit, not Morrison.
Yeah, correct. Vince does stuff without thinking. Agreed. He's been, especially now, now he's been more reactionary than ever to what's happening around him. He's been more reactionary than proactive and productive. And
there's a freaking first.
Oh, yeah.
But see, for me, it's like Otis has the ability to be the breakout star of heavy machinery.
Oh,
without a shadow of a doubt. Right? He's got the charisma. He's got the energy. He's got the ring work. He's a bigger guy that can move.
The Shawn Michaels of the Rockers.
Don't push it.
Hey, I'm not talking about looks. Okay, we know that the looks ain't there.
But
I mean,
I wouldn't
if
even
Tyler,
say that talent-wise. I wouldn't even go that far yet.
I mean, if Tyler, if he ever figured out how to become broken, you can put Otis as the Jeff Hardy, and then have Tyler be Matt Hardy, and then
For the
we'll see
record,
which one.
Wait. It's Tucker.
Tucker, Tyler. I don't. Hey, listen. The WWE forgot about him, and so did I. So
Phillies,
there you
Flyers,
go.
who knows?
Yeah. Sorry. See, that's what happens when you're the Marty Jannetty of the team. So, and you confess to murders that you commit. But anyway.
Oh! Woo!
But
I had to do it. That's been going through my mind for like 4 weeks now. Because after he confessed to that. But anyway, go ahead.
but it's one of those things to where, like, you booked yourself into a corner so bad because Otis has such potential to do so many good things as a single star. But now when you've got these monster talents like Bray and Roman, that are back, it's really hard to convince me that somebody like Otis, and this is no disrespect to him because I love the guy, is.
And this is, I feel like this is where you put Otis on Raw. Because you have a better chance of him doing better with the Money in the Bank on Raw.
Getting him on Raw.
Do what?
You are hell-bent on getting him on Raw. Holy shit.
Why not? I mean, it's easier to put him on Raw and to face Orton or McIntyre than it is to keep him on SmackDown and face Roman.
True.
And then he can be back with Mandy, or, they somehow magically get swapped in the, that'd be the shit storyline right there. Hey, Otis is going to Raw. Yeah, I'm going back with Mandy. Oh, Mandy's getting traded back to SmackDown.
Kevin Dixon, well, apparently when Otis won the Money in the Bank, they wanted to push him on a singles career. Apparently, that's what I'm hearing. Not sure if it's true. And Chase adds, doesn't matter as long as Roman is there. And that's why you let a person like Miz take it. He can survive an unsuccessful cash-in and still be a top guy. Because we all know, following the Alexa Bliss moment on SmackDown this week, The Fiend wants Roman.
Yeah.
You saw that in the way that Alexa stared a hole into Roman's soul.
With her crazy bed hair?
Which, can we talk about this entire Alexa Bliss segment, though, that happened? I love the addition of The Fiend kind of interrupting her matches, but not really interrupting. And then when you watch it back, you see her almost go for Sister Abigail in the ring, but then stop herself and is like, no, and she shakes it off. She's fighting this dual personality, almost.
Yeah.
I love it.
Well, you'd love anything with Alexa Bliss. I mean, she could be eating a taco for all you care in the middle of the ring, and you'd still be loving it. But I got to agree with you on this one, though.
Ooh, you were teeing that up so good there. I'm not going to lie.
God. And then turning around and agreeing with me. In what world does that happen?
The Butters Funhouse world?
Apparently.
I'm telling you, man, that's going to be a thing. You're going to have to be prepared.
We're going to get him sweater vests.
He's got some. I guarantee it.
Do you?
Actually, no. I've got T-shirts and blue jeans and, work shorts. That's about it.
It's all right. We'll just go over to, one of those fancy clothes stores, but they're secondhand. So we won't have to spend too much money.
So you mean a Goodwill.
Yeah.
No, Chase. No, we don't want a Fiend stable.
I mean,
at this point, it's looking like it. I mean, you got the Fiend, you got Alexa. I mean, you could slowly build into it. I mean, for all we know, it could be, trying to bring Nikki in there. Could have a Fiend's woman stable. Who knows?
I don't know. See, the reason why I'm not sure about that is because they did the same thing with The Undertaker, a little thing called the Ministry of Darkness. Started out great, and then he joined the corporation, and then it got bullshit. Real fucking fast, it got bullshit. So I don't know. That to me, like when you're taking a character that's in that same realm and you're giving them a stable, it's like a lot could go right, but if you do one little mistake, it all falls right the fuck apart. So it's you got to be real careful when you do an angle like that. At least in my opinion, you have to be careful with that.
I don't think it's going to be Sister Abigail. We've talked a lot on both shows about more of a Harley Quinn kind of role.
I think, but I think if they do a Sister Abigail type thing, they could do, a whole Sister Abigail possessing her instead of her actually being Sister Abigail, just a possession in a sense.
That's fine. Like the spirit of Abigail is possessed Alexa Bliss. Okay.
Exactly, which is why every time she hears the Fiend, that kind of breaks that mental cage a little more. Hence the snap, hits the hitting the Sister Abigail and kind of just walking off,
but this
crazy.
time it wasn't really a walk off. She got angry.
Did you see the interview with Booker T? Or not the interview, but she was on with Booker T, and I don't remember who the other person was. But they were talking, doing their podcasting, talking with Alexa Bliss, and as soon as Booker T mentioned the Fiend, bam! You just see them eyes just staring dead center, just like nothing, staring into nothingness, and then probably about 10 seconds later, her feed cuts. She's gone.
Really?
Yeah. It's like,
that's pretty intense.
You mentioned the Fiend, and then gone. Just like this week, Fiend comes on there, her brain just click and let's, mess Lacey Evans up even more than she already is.
Oh, and she destroyed. What the hell is this?
Oh, yeah!
What the hell? What the hell was that? What the fuck is going on here?
This is only on your show too, by the way. This is on Lazy Booking.
Lazy Booking's on in the normal hour. This is 11:30 at night.
Oh my god! I'm surprised he didn't crash through a wall. Oh god! If he had just come through one of your guys' back walls, I would have fucking lost it. That would have been fucking perfect. Just comes right through the door that Andy's got in the background. Oh my god!
Oh yeah!
Andy would lose his shit like right then and there.
Yo, Kool-Aid!
Yeah, Kevin, this isn't normal. This is like this happens all the time. Get the fuck out of here.
Okay, now the comedy logic. Oh shit, is he talking?
I don't. Oh no.
Hello.
Oh, God.
He's typing.
The answer to all of your questions.
What
My
the hell?
Parking ticket.
Butters, you ask it questions.
Ticket.
This is like a bad New Year's Eve stream where everybody thinks about a handbasket. Get the fuck out of here.
We're seeing this guy who looks like he belongs in an S&M dungeon in a German Scheisse porn.
Margarine.
You are not margarine, sir. Sorry. He's in the fridge right now.
That's going to be a stick of butter with googly eyes.
My name is Crusher Parking Ticket.
Nobody cares what your middle-aged name is.
What's going on right now? I don't even know what to do.
Get off my feed.
Andy, you're the one who's producing this. It's your job to get this shit under control.
I've removed them 3 times.
Why are you even here? Why is Crusher even here?
How did he get a link?
I don't know.
We got a leak. We got a leak here at A2D Radio. Only for this show, though.
Our show's,
man.
We're being hijacked. Damn it.
Show's been compromised. Like our innocence and dignity. But anyway.
I think that was compromised years ago.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
We got half an hour left in the show. All right. So let's go to our Clash of Champions preview.
Yes, thank God.
All right.
We made it! Woo!
Barely. I wasn't going to go out tonight, but I didn't even need a drink with this low.
I may need to
adjust the drink. Just a drink.
It's never just a drink with me. I mean, I'm always for a reason.
I mean, I wasn't gonna go out, but now I need some food now. Speaking of all this margarine, butter, and toast.
Well, that's just because you're fat.
It's gonna be fun.
All right. Anyway, let's start with the Raw Tag Team Championship. The Street Profits versus Andrade and Angel Garza.
Andrade and Angel are taking this one all the way.
I have to say absolutely.
I think they're on the same page finally. You know, I think maybe the bickering from Selena was getting to them. You know, not trying to go the route of, it's like one of those, her constant bickering at them two for not getting along, for one time, and then it just kind of starts nagging to the point where it's like, and then all of a sudden she leaves, and all of a sudden the next week they're on the same damn page.
Yeah, and don't forget, guys, I want to pause right where we're at. You can actually fill out an In This Very Ring Universal Predictions ballot. We have the link right here in the chat for you. It's there so that if you win the Universal Predictions ballot, you get to come on this show next week in all this crazy, messed up bullshit of a show, and you get to talk about Clash of Champions with us. Right now, Butters, the people disagree with you. The people think that Street Profits are going to beat Andrade and Angel. Maddie, what do you think?
Screw people power.
I'm going to have to disagree with the people. And I think that these are the belts that change hands.
Agreed. They wouldn't have won without Zelina if the belts weren't going to change hands.
And they wouldn't be facing them again either. If they were just going to have them lose again.
For the umpteenth million time.
Absolutely. I 100% agree. All right. The Smackdown Tag Team Championships. Cesaro and Shinsuke Nakamura versus the Lucha House Party.
I would have to say Cesaro and Nakamura mainly because of the tension between Metalik and not Metalik, but Dorado and Kalisto after SmackDown. Because Kalisto didn't come in to help his buddy, help make the save at that beatdown at the end. So you got that tension that something tells me something's going to happen in this match, and Cesaro and Shinsuke are going to take advantage of that and keep the titles.
I will say that Cesaro and Shinsuke will retain. I think these are the least likely of the tag title matches to have a title change.
Correct, and I agree there as well. I think from a Lucha House Party perspective, it all depends on who's in this match. If Grand Metalik's on the outside, then 115% that Cesaro and Shinsuke are going to win. You take one of those other factors out, though, it'll be an interesting match for sure, because I could see you booking it a way where Cesaro and Shinsuke lose. It's not a good way, but it's WWE. I've seen dumber shit.
Bailey Sasha.
The only true split down the middle is the Women's Tag Team Championships. Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler defend their titles against the Riot Squad, Ruby Riott and Liv Morgan.
See, this one's...
No, go ahead, buddy. No, go ahead. Go ahead. You first.
All right.
Both of you. I'm going to go.
All right, then, Andy. You take it away, and we'll see you get interrupted by that fucking thing.
No, it's gone. If you two can't make up your mind, I'm just going to go. After such powerful displays the last 2 weeks between Shayna and Nia, Liv and Ruby have kind of come out unscathed through this. They haven't been attacked. There hasn't been any real physicality between them. I think you see Ruby and Liv shock the world. And Nia's taken this L 100%. because they're going to protect Shayna. But Nia takes this L, and I think that Ruby and Liv walk out with the women's tag titles.
And I got to agree with you on that one. I'm looking at Riot Squad taking the win big time, because something tells me yes, Nia and Shayna had that whole agreement, but something tells me that something's going to break down in the middle of that match, and I can still see Shayna taking that L. Vince still isn't that high on her. It doesn't matter who which one takes the L because it's title. Okay, but I still see Riot Squad coming out with the win.
For me, this is going to be a little weird, but I actually have Nia and Shayna retaining, and here's my reasoning for it. It depends on how long they want to keep the belt on Asuka before she drops it to Shayna. And the reason why is because you know what they're going to do. Nia and Shayna will be tag champs to basically have the lame-ass excuse of, well, Shayna can't get the Raw Women's title now. She's tagging with Nia right now. So they'll do that bullshit. Let's squeeze some blood out of this stone as best we can. WWE loves to throw random-ass teams together. And I can totally see I can totally see them going that route. If they don't want to have that title match set for Survivor Series and they just want to do the regular old, we'll have Raw versus SmackDown matchups, I could totally see them saying, you know what? No, we're going to keep the belts on Shayna and Nia for now, and we're going to wait for a little while before we do Shayna versus Asuka for the Raw Women's title for Shayna to go over and win the belt. I think they do retain for that reason. The Riot Squad does beat them, though, eventually, to get those belts. And yes, you are 110% right, Andy. If the L is coming, it is totally Nia that is going to take that pin.
Oh, absolutely. All right, Ben. As Chase said it earlier, this could potentially be the match of the night for the WWE Undisputed Intercontinental Championship. Jeff Hardy, AJ Styles, Sami Zayn in a ladder match.
I can so see AJ winning this one big time. They're setting up for the whole I'm the champion. No, I'm the champion. Well, you know what? Screw it. I'm interjecting myself in the match. I'm the challenger. Let's do this. Undisputed Intercontinental Championship. God, I hate that full name. But I feel like AJ, climbs that ladder, pulls down both. Let's do this. AJ for the win.
Maddie?
I'm going to go with Sami. I think Sami really needs to win here. And I think it would be huge for him to get a win here, have the Intercontinental title back on his shoulder because I feel like he needs the belt more than anybody else here. That's how I'm judging this. He needs that Intercontinental title. AJ doesn't need it. Jeff doesn't need it. Sami does.
Right. See, I made this reference the other week when I said you have two guys with belts in Sami and Jeff, and then you have AJ come in as like the third person. I see AJ walking out with both belts here, a la the winner take all match at WrestleMania. How Becky walked in with nothing, walked out with everything. I do agree though that Sami I think needs it, but at the same time, it's like, how do I word this politely? I get it why Sami was gone. He was gone to the whole pandemic thing, right? But you were injury prone, and then you were also pissing people off in the back. Does Sami have what it takes to get serious and take a championship reign like this seriously to make the title seem more than it really is? Is Sami the right guy for right now with no fans?
It could be one of those cases of, okay, we're going to give you a shot, and if you can do it, great. If you can't, you're not holding that belt for very long. Because then you can always just go back and just say, you know what, we'll throw it onto AJ or we'll throw it back onto Jeff. In all honesty, you could do that at any time.
Yeah. Well, and then, to bring to Andy's point about Sami being out, I don't know if you heard AJ's interview from yesterday, day before, but it might explain why Sami's out, or it could just be a work. But AJ talked about Sami apparently being a new father. He,
Oh, really?
yeah, AJ apparently said something about Sammy being a new father, so that could explain his absence being, out because with COVID, being out because the wife's pregnant, and then all of a sudden they had the kid, and now finally he's back. So, I mean, that could explain a lot. Now, now I got a question for y'all. Since they're going to call it the undisputed WWE Intercontinental title, will we see a new title, or is it just going to be the same gaudy looking title that we have right now?
It's going to be the same title.
Same belt. The WWE, when they stick to something, when they commit to it. So, yeah.
The majority has Jeff Hardy winning, though. None of us really picked Jeff Hardy to come out on top on this. But the people think that Jeff Hardy is going to win. Next
That's
up,
because they're big Hardy fans. That's all it is.
Watch him be right, though.
Yeah, right. Next up, Bobby Lashley versus Apollo Crews. The majority of the people have Bobby retaining his title here against Apollo. With Cedric Alexander recently joining the Hurt Business, is Apollo's head in the game? Is he ready for Bobby?
I think he is. I think Apollo's going to take this mainly so Retribution, or I'm sorry, so the Hurt Business can get it on with Retribution, because I feel like somehow Retribution's going to interfere in this match and cost Bobby Lashley the title, some way, shape, or form. Apollo's taking it, and then Hurt Business is going to take it to Retribution.
Okay.
So I feel like that's what's going to lead to Apollo taking that title back.
Matt?
When I looked at this match, I thought two things. I'm like, oh yeah, that's right, Bobby is U.S. champ. But after that, I think Apollo, I think he will win, and I also think he should win. Like you were saying, Hurt Business, it would be good to have a belt for somebody who would be the mid-card guy. You know how you have that stable where you have your tag team, you have your mid-card guy, and you got your guy who's the leader who will be going for a championship, whether he wins it or not. But Apollo, this could be a great opportunity for him not only to get a win on Lashley, but also kind of get a chance again to get that push. They've been flirting with it, giving him the belt in the first place. It's like, okay, shit or get off the pot. Give him the belt now. You've put him on this stable. He's a heel. Just run with it. Well, we don't know if they're a heel. They're heel-ish, I guess you could say. But,
they're tweeners.
Yeah. I will say, just put the belt on Apollo. Shit or get off the pot at this point on him. But I would say, yeah, Apollo gets the win.
I'm going to go no contest on this one.
Okay.
Because of the Retribution factor, I'm going to go no contest. I think this match breaks down very quickly.
I can see it.
And because I kind of see Apollo and Ricochet transitioning into that Hurt Business against Retribution.
I don't know about that part, but I do. I can see the no contest because of Retribution.
I saw a picture earlier today. I wonder if I saved it. Let me look real fast if I saved it or not. No, I didn't. But it was talking about how Apollo wasn't on TV, Shelton wasn't on TV, Bobby was doing stupid shit with Lana, Ricochet was nowhere to be found. This, that, and the other thing. And now all these guys are prominent in huge roles, all because of one man, MVP. So, but no, I'm going to have no contest on this one. This is one where I think it could end that way. Smackdown Women's Championship, Bayley versus Nikki Cross. Majority of the field has Bayley taken this.
Nikki!
You are a walking meme. You know that?
Maybe. But no, I gotta say Nikki's taking this, and only because of Sasha interference to Bayley. I think Sasha's going to interfere, cost Bayley that title. Nikki's taking it home, so Bayley and Sasha can feud on the side. This way, now, and then you can have maybe Nikki and Alexa go at it for the title.
I don't hate that. I think Nikki's going to take it as well. It just, again, we've talked about it so many times. We've beat it we've beat it like a dead horse for so long that I don't even think I said that right, but
We get what you meant.
but it's so because it frustrates me so much that here we are in September of 2020 and we're still having the conversation of how is this Bayley Sasha feud gonna look, and does it need the title? The answer is no, it doesn't need the title. The answer is this needs to be exactly what it is. It's a blood feud. It's two friends pissed off at each other, and they're gonna go out there and gonna fuck each other up.
Yep. Because you could put both of them at Hell in a Cell and be done with.
Here's the thing.
Maddie about to drop some knowledge.
Here's my thing, though. They have waited this long for it. I don't think they're going to do it just on a one-off. Like, you're waiting this long just for one fucking match. I don't think that would be that would be the worst thing in the world if that's the case. And I do think Bayley does retain. The reason why, I think they are going to go the route of it's going to be for the SmackDown Women's title. And I think the major crux of that is going to be what's going to hurt Bayley more, just losing to Sasha or Sasha beating her and taking the belt. It's even worse if Sasha beats her and takes the belt along with it. Because then she can flaunt it right in her face and say, I beat your ass. And I took the belt, and I'm still better than you. And when you get right down to that, that's the way I'm looking at it. And I can see this totally happening, and I can also see it totally carrying on past that because, like I said, it's been building up for this long. I don't think it's a one-matcher. I really don't.
I don't think it's a one-matcher either. By no means. I also don't think we take this son of a bitch all the way to WrestleMania like you think, you crazy psychopath.
I'm not saying I want it. I'm not saying that.
You have.
I'm not. You. It sounds like you hinting at it.
But here's the thing. I'm not saying that I want it that way. I'm just saying I'm looking at it from the perspective of what WWE wants to do. And WWE really, really, really is banking heavily on this match, and I did not mean for that to be a pun. But the point is,
you can't have it your way.
But that's the thing, though. We're looking at it from. I'm trying to look at it from Vince's perspective. Vince is really big on this thing being a big deal. That's why he had them win all 4 belts in the first place. He didn't just throw it together just because. Oh, yeah, the storyline is nothing, and we're just eventually going to have these two break up now. No, he had to make it happen.
The longest I see this feud going is Royal Rumble tops, and that's stretching it. I say it ends at TLC.
Which, if they get to it at that point and it ends in a TLC match, they'll make fine. That's as far as it needs to go. I don't want it to go forever. I don't. For me personally, I didn't even want them to even be feuding at this point. I wanted Sasha and Bayley to do their own fucking thing. But God forbid they did that when they brought Sasha back. They just had to put her on SmackDown and handcuff her to Bayley again. But, you know, like you said, yeah, you can't always get what you want, right? Anyway.
The Raw Women's Championship, Asuka versus Zelina Vega. You know, it's actually almost a damn travesty when you look at this. And there's 18.8% of people that say Zelina's going to win.
No. See, you know what the travesty is?
Well, but hold on. And I'll get to you in a minute.
No. I was gonna say. No. I was gonna say the real travesty is that this match is the pre-show match.
Oh, then fuck no, she ain't winning.
This match is the pre-show match. That's the damn travesty. Is you gonna have what I feel like is gonna be a great damn match, and you're gonna put it on the fucking pre-show. You could have had the tag titles. What?
Hold the fuck phone. Hold the goddamn fuck phone.
I'm holding it. What do you want me to do with it?
Hold the fuck phone.
Did you watch the same thing I watched Monday night between her and Mickey James?
I missed that. I was working.
Go back and watch it, and then you call me. I don't care if it's 2 a.m. You call me, and you tell me that it's still going to be a good match. You tell me that Selena is going to put on a good match with Asuka. And then, when it doesn't happen tomorrow, I'm going to drive to Coca-Cola mid-fuck show, and I'm going to beat your ass with an entire case of Diet Coke.
Why the fuck would you do? That's so random that you're saying Diet Coke. Why don't you just hit him with the regular? Can't beat the fucking classics, man.
Diet Coke has a very special place in my heart. We've been through a lot together.
And it does have a weird aftertaste.
Anyways,
But
back to the card at hand.
Back to the pre-show.
Well, you're just an idiot.
Didn't we establish at the beginning of the show?
Well, it's all coming full circle. It was an hour and 50 minutes ago. Some people.
Of course, it's coming full circle. There's a circle right in front of us.
Well, what a journey this hour 50's been. And did you put him in timeout again?
Yes, I damn did.
That's the second time.
You would put me on just as I flip you off.
Well, don't be. All right, Butters, please keep digging your hole and tell me how you think this is going to be a good match.
God, his head was
I still felt like maybe Selena would win it and prove to the point that Asuka's been too loose with the title.
What? Wait, what? What do you mean? What do you mean Asuka's been too loose with the title?
Or however Zelina put it last week, that she's been loose and, free and loose with the title.
When Selena said that, I wasn't taking that seriously. I just thought that she had a real problem figuring out what the fuck her promo was, or what her line was supposed to be there.
Here's the best part. You broke Matt. Wait, what?
Because here's the thing. Oh, shit.
Hey, yo, sorry to bother you at work.
That one's better than Mach. I'll give him that one. That one was better.
Wait, hold on.
That fucking hair. That motherfucking hair down the forehead.
Wait,
God damn it.
Run it back. Why? Why did you go do your hair?
Oh, God, he's back.
Hey, yo, signal, survey time.
Now what the hell's going on?
It's the hash slinging slasher.
Oh my God, from SpongeBob. Oh,
that guy, man.
The sash ringing, the trash thinging, mash flinging, the flash springing, bringing the trash thinging, the hash slinging slasher.
So we have.
Oh my God.
So we have had a lot of cameos today. We've had Macho Man, the hash slinging slasher.
I won't give in.
What?
I just want to get through the card.
I will defend. Glorious. No, I won't give in.
Oh my God.
Bobby Roode.
And I will defend. I will defend. And I'll do what I must. No, I won't.
We're done. Done.
And then we had that weird Gimp guy, and and now we had Scott Hall. So yeah, we've had an interesting amount of cameos today.
Nice.
All the single ladies, 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 all the single ladies. Now put your hands up in.
All right. Enough. I want to get through the card. We don't have much time left here.
Next match.
Okay. Oh well, hold on. Did we make our picks? I don't think we did.
Asuka,
Yeah, Asuka.
Zelina.
you're fucking stupid.
What else is new?
Wait. Somebody picked Jay.
That one guy. One guy.
Wait, when I pulled this up earlier, this was 100% Roman.
Whoever that guy is, you are a godsend. Congratulations, sir.
If Jay wins, though.
Dude, if that dude
wins, though.
if he put money on that, oh damn! Like holy shit!
I was fixing to say, you look at who, like you look at how people picked it, one versus whoever. I mean, that person, you put real, like you said, you put real money on it. That guy's coming out,
Yo, I don't care who wins the Universal Predictions ballot. If Jey Uso wins tomorrow, this guy is coming on the show.
Oh my.
Are we all in agreement so that it's Roman?
Yeah.
It's Roman.
But I will say this is a fantastic program that they're doing.
Yes. Yeah. I as much as I would love to see Jay win it just for shits and giggles, it's been a good program. We all know Roman's going to get it. We know Roman ain't going to lose that belt anytime soon.
Yeah. Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton in an ambulance match for the WWE Championship. Randy's putting Drew in the back of an ambulance.
Oh yeah, for sure. This right here just 14. This for his 14th title reign, and this is a way for WWE to make Drew still look decent without taking that pin.
Yeah, it protects Drew a little bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Orton does win this. I think Drew. We'll look back at his title run and we'll say, was it a terrible run? No, but he got screwed right from the very beginning because the pandemic hit him and it killed the momentum right then and there. But not to say that Drew could never get built back up for the future. So
I think Drew needs a crowd, man.
Yeah. It's shitty that happened, but you know what? It is what it is. And you know what? If Orton does it... Oh, hi, Brodo. You know what? I have a new theory. I don't think it's Frank. I think the hash slasher and that gimp guy is Brodo.
Gee! What was your first guess?
Well, would it be really out of the realm of possibilities that it would have been Frank?
Yes, because... Never mind. Nope. No.
See? You can't. You can't.
No,
you can't.
No, because I was going to be mean to Frank, and we're not mean to Frank on this show.
You're just mean to Butters.
What?
You just mean Butters.
Oh yeah, I'm just an asshole to Butters.
Oh, I thought you said I thought you said he was being a Butters.
Nobody wants to be you.
Yes, that's got to be a T-shirt. Being a Butters. Yes.
Somebody can't.
Yes. Hey! We'll make the shirt saying "Time to Butters it up."
Oh my God!
Yes, yes. But we have to make it Butters. You have to have like the most awkward fucking picture you could possibly find of yourself. Like even if just your face, making the most awkward face. You know how they have those Jim Cornette shirts with him doing a weird ass face? It's got to be you that way, and it's time to Butters it up. And there you go. We just sold tons and tons of T-shirts for Philly
Speaking
drinkers.
of Philly drinkers, guys, the fall collection is out now at phillydrinkers.com/A2D radio. We got about 50 different products over there. You have to get over there and catch some of the amazing gear Alex and his team have for us. I'm many things, but I'm not a slasher.
You're a hash singing slasher.
Oh, Lord. Well, guys, I'm excited for tomorrow for Clash of Champions.
I've always loved the whole, Clash of Champions, Night of Champions, whatever the hell you want to call it. I've always loved that, that pay-per-view, just everybody on, every title on the line. Love it.
Well, see, I like it when it's a little bit more unpredictable. In years past, it's been predictable. No one's losing their titles. Like I said, there are a couple matches where, you know what, they could lose the titles.
Yep.
Ryan's not excited for tomorrow, but he's not excited for a different reason. He's not excited because the Eagles might end up being Joe Burrow's bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Just not their year. Just make it a 0-16 season. Just expect it.
Boy,
you on your own. You on your fucking own on that one.
Boy.
Hey, don't worry, because the Texans are headed that way too. Because we have Bill O-fucking Bryan.
But he did a lot of good things in football, Look at all of his history.
What? Stand around with his butt up his ass?
I mean,
Wait. Hold on. We're not just gonna gloss over that. What did you say?
Huh?
Did you just say he's gonna stand around with his butt up his ass?
Thumb up his ass.
No.
actually, I just realized that.
You
Dude,
said
I must be tired of shit because I missed that, and you're right. He did say that. God.
I guess I might have said it, but I meant to say, you just stand around with the thumb of his ass. But I probably did say his butt up his ass. I mean, you got to realize who you're talking about. This is Butters.
We just made another T-shirt. Standing around with his butt up his ass.
Oh no. Hi, Ryan.
Tell me he did not just say that. Tell me he did not just.
I mean,
by the way, guys, while we have Ryan here, I would like to introduce you to his 2 new titles that he officially has been promoted to. He is now Ryan Brodo, a.k.a. the Orchestrator of Chaos, a.k.a. the Director of Destruction.
Yeah, that's a thing.
Wait, why is that a thing?
Somebody in the chat the other day called me that, and I'm running with it.
I'm about it. I'm in.
I threw in the Director of Destruction on Hockey Happy Hour this past week.
All right, I like that.
And by the way, I'm here to clear my name. That was not me, and I'm being serious.
Okay, fair enough.
So we're back to Frank. Okay.
100%.
We did see Frank on camera. Just saying.
Yes. And ladies and gentlemen, that was Mr. Ryan Brodo. You can catch him every Wednesday night on the Fix in the PM right here on A2DRadio.com. In fact, check out all the shows here at A2D Radio. Tomorrow, Eagles postgame will be brought to you by Agree to Disagree. God, for the love of God, please let them win, because I don't know if Tom's cardiologist can handle another Eagles loss.
Oh my God! But our ratings will do fucking just skyrocket.
They'll through the roof. Brad and Rob will bring you Sports Hounds Monday night. Lazy Booking will be on Tuesday. Yes, that is a programming alert for the NFL season this year. We're moving Lazy Booking to Thursdays. On Wednesdays, you'll have Fix in the PM. There's a timeout.
You moved Lazy Booking to Thursdays. You meant Tuesday.
Whatever. They knew what I meant.
I didn't want you to confuse the people.
Hey, as Fix say, you're buttering it up now.
Yeah.
Good one.
But I digress, right? Fixing the PM on Wednesday. Birds of a Feather will give you your lead in the Thursday night football, and then stick around, because by Thursday night there will be a NHL champion, whether it's happening in the next 10 minutes or by Thursday.
I will officially spoil that now because I did have it up on the phone. It is going to be a Game 6. So Dallas has won tonight. So Game 6 on the horizon.
When is Game 6?
I believe that would be Monday.
Okay, so like I said, by Thursday they will be talking about your new Stanley Cup champion. Jake and Jimmy are back Friday night with On the Road to Victory. Adam and Brian are there. I blanked on his name. Adam and Brian are back with Kicking It Stateside Saturday morning. Zach and Steve for Weekly Roundup. I started to say Weekly Roundup, not their names. And then we will be back with the winner of the Universal Predictions ballot. This dum-dum. We might have Crow. We might get Pete. Hell, we might even see if Maddie's going to be free next Saturday night to talk about Clash of Champions and hang out with the winner of the Universal Predictions ballot. I really don't have anything else, guys. That's really it for us. We are brought to you by Dr. Paul Vidal, Specialized Physical Therapy, LLC. Check them out on the web, specializedphysicaltherapy.com. Michael Ambrose and the guys at Ambuck Services, give them a call to get your gutters clean, your deck restored. That's AMBUCK Services. Play QB54, the best tailgating game in the business. Play QB54.com. And Philly Drinkers, where you can get all your A2D merch. For the love of God, guys, if you haven't bought anything yet, what are you waiting for? Go out and buy some of that fantastic merch. If you just joined us and you missed anything of this show, tomorrow you can catch us on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Spotify, and Speaker. Anywhere you listen to your favorite podcasts.
I do gotta say, you know, because of this past week, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. You know, R.I.P. Animal. It's been a rush.
Mm-hmm.
That is something we did not bring up. Rest in peace to Animal Joe Laurinaitis. Our thoughts and prayers are with the entire Laurinaitis family at this time. Guys, there's no better way to say it. For Butters, we thank Maddie for joining us tonight. Tell someone you love them. You never know when tomorrow's going to be the end of it all. Just tell someone you love them. We'll see you guys on the other side. Enjoy Clash of Champions.
Peace, everyone.